everyone, and welcome to All Things Fantasy, where we talk about books, games, and films about all things, well, fantasy. Matt, where have you been for the past week? Well, guess what? It has been Christmas here, and unfortunately, Christmas time is a busy time for your dear friend here at All Things Fantasy. I've been away at family, I've been watching Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and let me tell you something, my friends. The extended Hobbit, slightly better than the original Hobbit, but, you know, still not as great as Lord of the Rings. It's a mid-movie series. But anyway, that's enough about me. I can talk about this all day. But tonight, the main focus of why I brought you all here to begin with in the first place is that we are playing Pendragon, which is a role-playing game where you play as knights during the time of King Arthur. Actually, to be more specific, we're playing before King Arthur. We are actually in English, Matt. We are actually playing the Grand Pendragon campaign, where we start off as loyal servants of King Uther Pendragon back in the year 445. So yes, we are currently reliving the events of Dark Age Britain. Well, what's the word I want to try? Reimagine Dark Age Britain, where you have fairies and epic sword fights and all that sort of cool stuff. And I'm joined playing Pendragon by these amazing group of people. Hello, how are you guys going tonight?
Very good, thank you.
Excited to play.
Good. That's what I like to hear. So yes, we're joined by these guys. They can talk about their plays in just 1 minute, but I want to talk to you, my lovely dear chat. How are you going tonight? I hope you're having a spectacular evening. I hope you're ready to sit down and relax and watch some Pendragon. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can participate during tonight's game. The first and easiest way to participate is by picking a number from 1 to 51, and these, I will draw a plot twist card. These can either help or hinder the party. And they can range to all sorts of really cool stuff. Like, I can use these for really cool encounters that the party must deal with. For example, an encounter that is going to take place during tonight's session is thanks to one of these cards. So if you like to pick a number from 1 to 51, that will be fantastic. Another way is you can donate to the Pay the Bills Matt Fund. For $5 dues, you can give a player a hero point or me a jinx point. These points allow the party to do some really cool stuff, such as rerolls, add bonuses, all that sort of stuff. Alternatively, you can also give me a jinx point, which allows the enemy to do some really cool stuff, stop the players doing rerolls, that sort of thing. For $10 dues, you can give a critical success. In Pendragon, a critical success is not a nat 20. That is, in fact, a critical fail. A critical success is if the players roll their skill exactly. For example, if someone has a skill score of 10, of sword, and they're using their sword, and they roll a 10 on the dice, that is a critical success, which means they get to do a ton of cool stuff. I should probably get my cheat sheet out whilst I'm doing this. So for what is it, $20? Yes, $20. You can give a player give the party divine healing, which is what allows the party to get healed up from their wounds. Which is really good because battle in Pendragon is incredibly dangerous. Isn't that right, boys?
Yeah.
And last but not least, for $30, you can give a player an item that has a really cool added bonus, similar to magic. Very much how Eleanor's sword is kind of magical, or the goblet that Dame Serena uses, or what did Sir Nigel have? Sorry, Caddison?
A bronze medallion.
A bronze medallion that gives him honor and bravery in battle. So yes, you can also give those out for $30. You can either create it or I can come up with it, which is really cool, really fun. We might even do a whole adventure about it. That might be so. For $30, you get to create an entire session. All right. I think that's a pretty good deal. $30, sponsored by insert name here.
Let us get the holy hand grenade!
The holy hand grenade. Alright, with no further ado, let us go to our players. We're going to start off with Turquoise Vixen, who plays Dame Eleanor. How are you going tonight, Turquoise?
Hi, I'm excited to play again.
Tell us about your character, as much as you can remember, mind you.
Oh yeah, I have a terrible memory. Dame Eleanor is, well, I feel like I said it the exact same way last time. I think she's really cool. Um,
Remember, you're supposed to be trying to sell your character, make people like your character so they can give you more hero points.
um, she's lovely. Um, she decapitated a Saxon once. That's a story she'll love to tell in the future.
Right. Well, we'll see. Thanks for that, Turquoise. Let's
I'm
go
not made
to
for this.
Sandpiper, a rather familiar face, or should I say voice, on this channel. How are you going tonight, Sandpiper?
Very good, thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Dame Serena?
Thanks, Rita. Recently knighted. Usually, cautious. But in this situation, caution is probably he's telling her that not doing anything is probably more dangerous than charging these Saxons that are trying to abduct the heir to the throne.
Yes. Yes. Indeed. And last, tonight we are joined by Catson, who plays Sir Nigel. How are you going?
Hi.
Tell us a bit about Sir Nigel.
So Nigel is a little bit on the paranoid side, which leads him to be one of the least likely people to trust you, but it also leads to him trying his best to not upset people. He's kind of become the Gibeon to Warren's Gaston, if I got the names correct.
Yes. Sir Warren.
Yeah. I meant as in Gibeon and Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All
right. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain.
Well, we find ourselves to the south in a war-torn province of Britain. Here, at the edge of Windsor and Sussex, the Battle of Meercrid Creek is taking place. King Uther's army is battling out against Ael's Saxon army, and they're not doing so great. We are currently round 5 into the Battle of Meercrid. We're currently starting the battle round 4. You see your friends and companions trying to hold the line, but the Saxons, their dead starting to pile up, are slowly pushing the Knights of Salisbury back. Sir Amig is holding a rock, a center place for the Knights of Salisbury to take place and to hold their ground. They are joined by Sir Theodred, Dame Serena, Dame Eleanor, and Sirs Warren and Nigel. They are holding their ground as the flanks on either side of them begin to fall. They see a small group of Saxons, about 8 Saxons or so, seem to run past from your lines into their own. Between 2 of them, they're holding Sir Madoc. Now, you guys met Sir Madoc when you were up in the court. You owe him a little bit. In fact, he paid for your entire evening, but that's not the only thing. You kind of liked his company, didn't you? He is currently now being held prisoner as the Saxons try to rush him back to their lines to finally finish this battle. Sir Amig points towards you 4. Theodred, Nigel, Eleanor, Serena, get after them! Bring our prince back! weaponless. Sir Nigel not weaponless, but holding his spear in the wrong hand, he jumps on the back of Dame Serena's horse. Eleanor, what do you wish to do? You have fought in the battle as well, but you've been keeping relatively... you're kind of holding the back of Amig, protecting Amig. And since Amig really hasn't gone into much conflict, you've been relatively safe for now. Theodra gives you a smile. It's time to earn your spurs. Good! Silence! Let's run! He jumps on the back of his horse and rushes after Madoc. Rushes after Serena and Nigel. Do you do the same, Dame Eleanor?
Yes. Sorry,
Wonderful.
my mic wasn't working for a second there.
That's alright. Now, since the four of you are on horseback, you'll get a +4 bonus on the first charge against these Saxons. So, I'm assuming you all wish to make the charge option.
Well, it's not really up to me. I'm on the back of the horse.
Alright, if that's the case, Sir Nigel, you'll just have to roll a normal spear, if that's what you were using, if memory serves me.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Nigel's using his spear, and for the first time in this campaign, with his dominant hand.
Nice. Alright. So, Theodred, Eleanor, Serena. Well, that also includes me. Can you please roll me a charge? Nigel, roll me a spear.
Yep, but do I still get the bonus for being on horseback?
Yes, you do.
Yep, so it's +4. And...
So, just so you can see, I'll be rolling Sir Theodred. I will go to skills. I will go to charge. Now, Theodred's charge is 10. So if I roll that, well, it'll bring it up to 15. So if I roll that... Since I got a 4, it is under. It is under the 10, or under the 15, which means it is a success. So, Dame Serena is a success. Theodred is a success.
I failed.
It's not actually saying what it bleh. For some reason, wait, why is it not? It's not doing the things. I'm just gonna.
That's right. Just roll a d20. Oh, that's a critical success. Critical fail, Nigel.
Yep.
All right.
So that means my spear. That means my spear breaks and might possibly knock me off the horse.
Yes, we'll get to that in just a minute. Dame Eleanor, can you roll me the d20, please?
I did, and I failed.
I don't see it on my thing. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
What's your charge?
10.
+5?
Wait, +5?
Because you're on horseback.
Yeah, so then I'd be fine.
Wonderful.
It'd be a success.
All right. So, Dame Eleanor, Serena, and Sir Theodred push forward, charging into the fray. Charging into the first 6 of these Saxons. Meanwhile, Nigel, as you're charging, as you're behind, your spear catches on one of the Saxons' shields and splinters, splattering wood shavings everywhere. Can you please roll me a dex check?
Dex or horsemanship?
Dex in this case, because you're not currently controlling the horse.
Okay. That's fine. It works out better for me that way anyways.
Oh, that's not good. With a 19, you fall off, landing on the ground. But you won't take any damage from this. But you do land in the mud. Alright. Eleanor, Serena, and Theodred, can you please roll me your charge damage? And tell me which one of these bandits you wish to do so on.
9 and dealer's choice.
This first one, you're dealing 9. Since he has an armor of 5, he's only going to take 4 damage.
Is there a specific thing for charge damage, or?
Yes.
Under Squire.
Oops, that's not right.
Ah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Why
your
is
horse is
that?
also a Squire.
There we go. Cool.
Why is that not working? Alright. That's fine. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned way.
Where did I fall exactly?
Give me a second. I have to actually write stuff down. Just like a GM in the past. Don't worry, guys. Describe your hits, if you please, guys.
Serena rides her horse from a blind angle of a random Saxon and blindsides one of them with a horse. And then keeps on going past.
But you said specifically my spear broken from hitting one of the shields, so I'm guessing I'm landing right in front of that person.
Yes, you are. Where am I? They have 30 hit points, so they drop down to... Wonderful. So, this first one takes 4 points of damage. So Nigel, you will land in front in the mud, but not prone. As you have managed to land on your feet. No, don't move your character.
Oh, sorry.
This is not D&D, my friends. We're using abstract.
Sorry.
Alright. Next, we have Eleanor. You also made a hit, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Which Saxon were you hitting?
I think the one that's like next to that one, far enough away that we're not gonna like horses ram into each other, but like.
So this one?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, roll me some damage. 12?
I did, yes.
He has 5 armor, so he is going to take something like 7 points of damage.
Woo.
Very nice.
Good number.
And Theodred will probably hit the one in the middle. So if I open up Theodred's character sheet, that's Warren. He's not important at the moment. Let me go to Squires. Round C. 8 points of damage. So the one in the middle is only going to take like 4 points of damage. Whoops. So that should be that one. And this one is that number. Perfect! Alright, so that was a sizable charge. Now we go into combat phase. Alright, so Serena, Theodred, and Eleanor. You're still on your horse. Nigel, you are not on your horse. You're currently facing these 6. So there's 1.5 for each of you. Okay? How do you wish to approach this? There are 2 main ways. You can try to fight 2 at once, and one of you try to take on rescuing Sir Madoc, because these 6 will try to block you so that these 2 can get back to their line. So how do you wish to approach this combat?
Well, I'm assuming all their eyes are on me at the moment.
No.
No. Well,
They're currently getting stabbed by spears and swords from the 3 charging knights.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming 2 of their eyes are on me.
Yes, you probably assume that the case.
You see when the others are up to the side, I'm the one who's right in front of them.
Yes. So, as a team, are you going to try to clear out the 6 first and then deal with the second and chase the 2 after? Or are you planning on something else?
Perhaps we could weaken these 6 and then charge down the last 2.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to wipe out the 6, we just have to weaken them to a point where they can no longer effectively block us.
That's true.
And also, I imagine those 2 are probably going to be moving away from the 6. So if there's a bit of a gap between those 2 and the main group, I guess there's a bit of breathing room to just...
I guess I kind of shout to the group, we don't necessarily mean to take them down, we just mean to remove their weapons.
That you could try to disarm them. That is an extremely risky thing to do. But remember, you are in a battle. It's kill or be killed here.
Yeah.
And as far as you're aware, the
Some of
Saxons
us could-
don't really take hostages. This is the first hostage they seem to have taken all battle. But it's an important one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could try to disarm them.
I think we should try to cut them down. Maybe one of us can try to get around them to at least
Yeah,
slow
so-
the 2
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, good work. Because what are they going to do? Effectively fire someone whilst they're dragging away a hostage?
Hmm.
So what's your plan, guys?
How far away from their line would they be, give or take? We have about a turn before.
You reckon about 2 turns.
Okay.
So spend 1 turn just weakening the first group of 6 and then do a breakthrough to go after the other 2.
Yeah. Maybe once we weaken these guys a little bit, you can head to the 2 to try to slow them down, because they're gonna keep fighting us even if we weaken them.
Yeah.
And since you're on some of us are on horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe, yeah. So
Theodred
you'll
nods.
head first.
So how about we have Theodred try to deal with the 2 taking Madoc?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that means
That
you guys can
sounds
just
like a
focus
good
on
plan.
2 each?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like a good plan.
Would you like that to happen?
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan.
I trust Theodred with
Very
this.
well.
So-
Now,
Yeah.
it does mean that you have to deal with 2 Saxons each. Do you wish to take them both on at the same time, or focus on one and leaving the other one just to hit you?
Well,
think
first, since I've just landed on the ground, Nigel's gonna reach, pull out his sword and shield,
Yeah.
and putting his sword in his dominant hand because there's no point hiding it anymore.
Yeah. Are you going to take on two Saxons at the same time, or are you just going to let one wail on you and focus on one at a time? Because this
How
is
would you
very important
technically
question.
Take on both.
Well, it's up to each. It's up to each of your characters because it's
Yeah.
determining what you're having. Also, I should remind you that you both have your one of you. Did both of you have your passions activated? I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that still in effect? Because I know we were talking about last time having passions last the whole battle.
Yeah.
They are in effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a +5 at the moment because we both got a success but not a critical.
Oh, which reminds me. Dame Eleanor, why are you here in this battle? Apart from being ordered to do so.
For my family.
Your family? Why are you fighting for your family?
Because I need to prevent this from reaching them. I'm here to protect them.
Wonderful. Roll your passion family, please.
There's no bonus to that, is there?
No. No, there is not.
Success.
Perfect! You get a plus 10 on one skill of your choice.
Oh. Guess that's gonna be sword then.
Perfect. Alright. So, because no one's answered me the question, that both Saxons are going to ravage on all three of you. So, we're going to start off with Eleanor. How do you wish to make combat? What do you wish to do?
I have to go one at a time.
One at a time. So you're going to do. You're going to slash at one and not counter the other.
No, I'm gonna do both. 'Cause I just don't quite understand how that works mechanically.
Okay.
Sorry.
So when you're dealing with more than one opponent, you get a -5 penalty. Okay.
Okay.
Each group you get increases that penalty. So if you're fighting 3 opponents, it increases to -10. 5 opponents, it keeps going up and up and up. So because you're dealing with 2 opponents, right?
3 opponents at a time.
When you're dealing with 2 opponents at a time, you can roll and try to check both, right?
Yeah.
But it means you'll be fighting with a -5 on your thing. But since your passion is up, the net plus
That'll
10
bring it to
bring it down to a
only be
+5.
15.
Like, did she crit or succeed on her passion roll?
She succeeded.
Success is +5. A +10 is a crit.
That's probably the case. I'll double check it. But yes. So if that's the case, then you'll be doing a just a normal 0. You don't get a penalty, but you don't get any bonuses either.
Yeah. Okay, so no penalties if I go for both.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so no penalties.
But you're
so I may
only
as well
going
go
to
for
be
both.
aiming to hit one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
that's okay.
Wonderful. Dame Serena.
So it's only just the -5, and horseback says +5, and also passion, so it's 5. Okay. She's going to check both of them.
You're going to check both of them? Nice. And what are you doing?
Oh yeah, horseback is +5.
Yeah. So she's just going to check both of them with her sword.
With your sword? Wonderful. And Sir Nigel.
For now, since I just read about how it... Wait, why did I put the book...
So Nigel, what are you planning on doing? So Nigel?
Sorry. Either of the fighting both of them, I can only choose one action towards the both of them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right.
That's not the one I want.
Nigel, it might be a little bit risky going back to 12, both considering he has a sword, but with the passion it's just a flat, and his sword is still 15. He's gonna, since it actually doesn't necessarily sell the opposing penalty to do so, he's actually gonna try to disarm them.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just he, when in success, this gets rid of, makes them drop the weapon. If it fail, there's just no partial success to it.
Wonderful. Okay. So, meanwhile, they're all going to try to hit you with their axes. So, can we start off with Eleanor? Can you please roll me your check? And these guys get their checks as well as they are rolling their axe.
Yep. So I roll sword. Yeah.
Yeah, you roll your sword.
And it's on. Wait. So is there? Do the bonuses stack as in the 5 and 5? So horseback
Yes.
5. And,
Yes.
Okay. So the bonus
1 axe.
would be 10 then.
Oh, that's a fail.
Bonus.
2 axe.
Is that how it works? The bonus? No, that would be
Yes.
plus. Huh?
Ooh, a 4. Okay. So one of the
Yeah, so it's
Saxons will try
bonus.
to. One of the Saxons will hit you. Will try to hit you, I should say. Roll your dice.
Hey.
Nice. All right, Saxon gets a partial success, but you get a success. So, can you please roll me your damage as the Saxon managed to bring his shield up? Well, actually, let's say you hit the Saxon that failed. Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Sounds good.
That would be this Saxon here. Saxon 6 that you're fighting currently. So roll me some damage.
Cannot find.
I believe it is next to the sword. Nope, combat. So if you go to the combat section,
Yeah.
it should be
All
like
good.
a couple of d6s.
Damage. Yeah. Oh.
15 points of damage, eh?
Yeah.
Instead, you will do 10 points of damage, as their armor gives them a plus bonus to not getting hit.
I'm happy with that though.
Nice! Dame Serena, your dice, please.
And so it's a +5 for being on horseback.
You're fighting
Nice.
Saxon 2 and 5? No, 1 and 4, sorry.
Yep.
That is a fail. Just roll the
Still
d20,
10.
my friend. Oh,
Yep.
that's 1 success from one of the Saxon Raiders.
Yep. That's a success.
Alright. Saxon 4.
There's a critical success still. Normally would have been a critical success except for the +5.
Ah, shoot. Did you want to
It
try to re-roll that
changes.
dice?
Sorry,
Did you want to try to re-roll that dice?
don't have a hero point.
You want to use a hero point?
Don't actually have one. I
Oh.
spent it already.
Oh, you don't have a hero point. Oh well, alas. No matter. You still hit one. So one managed to bring their shield up and defend themselves, so you struck the one that didn't have their shield up. Roll me some damage.
Yep. 20.
20, nice. Saxon, what was it? Saxon 1 is going to take 15 points of damage. Is he still standing? Let's find out. No, he's still standing. Sir Nigel,
Yep.
roll your dice. You're fighting Saxon, Saxon 2 and 5. So Saxon,
That's one. That's one fail.
Saxon 2. Oh, that's 1 success. For Saxon 2. Saxon 5 is a fail. So you're going to take 1 hit, I'm afraid, from Saxon 5. Saxon 2, sorry.
Don't we roll for each individual attack though?
Nope, not at the moment. Roll me. What's your armor bonus?
Seven.
7. Okay, you're going to take 7 points of damage from the Saxon warrior. How are you looking?
Barely standing on my feet.
Yeah. The Saxon raider shouts at you, his painted skin glistening with sweat as he raises up his axe and swings it into you. Alright. Theodred is going to do his thing as well. That's a success. He is going to... Oh, wait. The other two Saxons. A partial success from one. And a failure from the other. So, Theodred is going to get a sizable hit off as well. Theodred is going to do a lot of damage. In fact, he's going to do 17 points of damage to Saxon 8. That will be... that much. Alright, so your clash has been done as we go into the next round. Now, at this point in time, you start hearing... can each one of you roll me awareness checks, please?
Just missed out.
Oh, shame.
Also a fail.
Does no one have awareness? Oh, well. Okay, you do hear horns coming out, but you do not know their relevance. We now go into extended bonus rounds. Oh, actually, no, we got to finish this round. There we go into extended bonus rounds. So this is round 2 of your little skirmish with this group of 6. Now we're going to go in reverse order. Nigel, what would you wish to do? So, Nigel?
Sorry, just...
Would you like a moment to think?
Yeah.
Alright, that's the case. We'll go to Dame Serena.
Okay, so there's still 2 of them locked up with her.
Yes.
Again, she's going to check both of them.
Okay, wonderful. Alright, you're putting your sword in defensive position. You make a jab. You make a sweeping slash. Roll your dice.
I'll try that again.
I'll
do it the old-fashioned way.
2 success. And what'd you get?
5.
Alright, that means there's a partial success from everyone. Alright. So, you're using a sword, right, Serena?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, an arming sword.
Okay, you get to add your +3 bonus for the parry. Okay? You add that to your shield, and you add the shield to your armor. Okay?
Okay.
So, what's your current armor standing?
So, armor of 7 plus the 3 from parrying, so that's 10.
Plus the 6 for shield.
Plus the 6 for shield.
If you're using
6.
it.
If you have your shield out.
Doesn't the shield give a penalty for using it on horseback?
Yes.
Yeah, so probably wasn't using it.
Okay. So then you add, instead of your shield bonus, you add your parry.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
Yeah, 10. 10?
10? Okay. You're going to take 11 points of damage.
And unconscious.
Okay, wonderful.
No.
The other Saxon is just going to keep stepping over you and making their way front. Okay. You see Dame Serena fall beside you. So Nigel and Dame Eleanor. What do you wish to do?
I'm attacking these guys again.
You're just attacking? Still swinging?
Just attacking.
Alright, keep swinging.
Success.
Nice. Oh, that's a critical fail for 1.
That's a broken axe.
And a normal fail for 4. Alright, so you swing your blade. Saxon 1 raises theirs. You catch it and slice through the shaft. The axe goes flying in the air. You quickly follow up with a strike. Roll your damage against Saxon 1.
Yay.
Tell me how you kill Saxon 1.
I'm stabbing straight through the heart.
After breaking the shaft, you twist the blade and you punch it through the heart. The Saxon warrior's eyes glow with a resounding "No!" as you cut him down. Deaded. No, don't do that. Alright. Deaded. He is deaded. Alright. Nigel.
So Nigel noticing Selena falls on the ground, and he knows he's close to faltering at this point. It's more important just to keep their attention more than anything else, so he's gonna start defending.
Nice. You get into a defensive stance, putting your shield in front of you, bending your front leg, preparing for the onslaught. Okay.
So I'm still against 2?
You're still against 2, yes. But
Okay.
you get a +10 to your counter.
I'm rolling with a 25.
Yep.
Right, sorry.
Alright, wonderful. You feel the heavy bashes of the axe doosh, doosh, onto your shield, but you manage to hold firm for now.
Woo.
Theodred. Theodred is going to try doing something tricky. He's going to do a feint. He's going to act in one direction, sweeping with his sword and then following up, trying to strike the Saxon he did before. Alright, with his sword of a 20, with a 19. He hits! Let's see if it's a partial or a success, as the 2 will try to counter it. Oh, that's a partial success. Partial success. Okay. Since these guys don't have shields equipped, Theodred is going to take a bit of damage. Theodred is going to take quite a bit of damage. Let's find out. Let's see. He's going to take armor. He's using a sword, so that brings it up to 10. So we're going to take 7 points of damage in the first one. He's then going to take an additional...
Checks.
Sorry?
Are you remembering about knockdown checks? Those happen before armor reduction.
Yep. I'm working on it. I'm just... Too many things at once, my friend. Too many things at once. He's then going to take another 2. Let's do some knockdown with some dex. Roll dice. Oh, he falls off his horse and lands in the ground. After the 2 resounding hits, he drops to the ground. But he does not critically fail, so he doesn't take any additional damage. Alright. With that, we go on to round 2. Extended round 1. Bonus round 1. The horns are resounding. Everyone can roll me another awareness check, please.
I'm guessing not Serena because she's unconscious.
Yes, definitely not Serena.
I think that's a success.
Wonderful. These horns are signaling a retreat from both your side and the other side.
Oh.
I guess I shout out, that's the thing. That's a ceasefire.
Sorry, nope, not a ceasefire, a retreat. Slightly different. A retreat is a withdrawal.
Sorry.
A ceasefire is stop fighting. This is a withdrawal.
I shout out, that's the withdrawal signal. How did the Saxons respond to that?
The Saxons are still continuing trying to get Madoc back to their lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also a withdrawal for you as well.
Yeah.
Guys, I hate to say this, but I don't know if we have much of a choice.
Oh. I don't think we can return without him, in all honesty.
This can be a whole group discussion. You can be part of this too, Sandpiper.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're also in the position that we could take him back at this point either.
One of us is already down. I am two hit points away from falling. Literally one
So we
hit
head
away.
back. We head back and hope we can get him later.
I
Is that what you're
guess
saying?
I take a step back from the sections and making it clear. I'm moving all my ways away to make it clear that I'm planning to withdraw, and I'm guessing everyone else is doing the same.
Theodred looks at Madoc.
We can't stop Theodred. Oh no.
Are you going to leave Theodred behind?
I'm not gonna leave Theodred behind. I'm not leaving Theodred behind. I assume the horse has run off.
Yes, his horse has run off. He is currently on foot. He's
Um,
still squared up with the two Saxons carrying Madoc.
I guess
Yeah,
I shout to him,
he's-
"You can't save Madoc if you're dead."
Go! I'll be fine, he shouts back.
No.
Come find me on the third day, at dawn, when the sun rises.
No, I'm not taking that as an answer. I have the Saxons that I'm squaring up with stopped. Like,
Yeah,
are
they're
they-
looking at retreating. They're trying to fall back as well.
Okay, I'm going to ride around to Theodred and get him up on my horse. I'm not taking no for an answer.
So you grab him by the scruff of his neck and lift him onto. What'd you call your name? What'd you call your horse?
Milkweed.
Milkweed.
Milkweed, yeah. I'm not taking no for an answer because
I go up to Dane Serena, and is it Selena or an Eleanor? No, Serena. And I'm guessing I go up to Dane Serena and I have to over my back to take her back to the other side.
Yep, that's not a problem. If you actually like to roll me a horsemanship, please, Nigel.
So I'm guessing I'm trying to go on Serena's horse.
Nope, you might be able to call another horse over.
Okay.
Ooh. Yay!
Wonderful. You quickly call another horse over. One of them, probably Theodred's horse, makes his way up to you, and you can quickly dump Serena onto the saddle and jump up beside her.
Yeah.
With that, do you retreat?
Yeah.
You turn around and fall back to your main line, leaving Madoc behind. It is late in the afternoon. Dame Serena, you're currently on a bed, on a stretcher out in the in King Uther's camp. Actually, more specifically, in the Salisbury camp.
Yep.
There, you are being looked after by members of Lord Roderick's court. One of them, if you like to look around, you can see Sir Nigel also getting treatment. You're probably in the same area too, arguing with Theodred, Dame Eleanor.
Yeah. You can hate me after we get him back.
You're right, and I'm going to head back now. You see him shouldering his shield, and you see that he's still dressed in his battle garb. His sword's freshly been sharpened, and he looks like he's ready to go back in. You look over the anchor. You look over the creek itself towards the enemy, and you see that the ground has been muddied with blood. There are still men screaming on the field itself, as pickers, both Saxon and Uther and Britain alike, are currently going over the dead and dying.
I didn't take no for an answer, and you're not going to right now, are you?
No.
You're not going alone then, I'm going with you.
No. I can't ask that.
You didn't ask.
Doesn't matter. You need to stay here and look after... You need to look after Nigel and Serena.
I'm not letting you go out there alone.
A woman from the court that you kind of recognize, kind of not. If you like to roll me a recognize check, the three of you.
Yep.
Another
focused on Theodred.
fumble. Another
Nope.
recognized fumble.
Nope. You're currently chatting up with one of the women that is one of the women that's tending to you, Nigel.
Honestly, I think at this point Nigel's actually being reprimanded.
Serena got a 1 on the die.
Serena, you recognize this as Lady Vivian. She's a courtier in the court of Sir Roderick. Her father is Sir Geoffrey de Garlens, a notable who has a bit of an estate up to the north of Salisbury.
Related to Charles?
Related to Charles? Yes.
Yay!
I'm not letting you go either, she says. But that's our prince out there. We need to go get him. Not now. Now's the time for rest.
Yeah, we can get him in time.
You see him pacing backwards and forwards along the medical area. At least sit down and let me tend to you, Lady Vivian says, before you go out and do something stupid.
Yeah. They took him alive for a reason.
Which is interesting.
It's most likely ransom or leverage for this army to withdraw.
I'm more interested in how they took him.
I might be able to help with that, says Lord Roderick, coming into the actual medical tent. He was fighting right beside me before they took him. Some big guy hit him in the side of the head with a pole, with a stick. Went down. Before I can get to him, just a mass of Saxons pushed me back. Uther's pretty dinged up as well. They tried going for him, but I managed to defend him. But Madoc, I knew putting the dragons on his emblem was a bad idea. How are my newest knights? It's good to see all of you still alive.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be if I didn't recognize the horns.
No, you did well. You held the position enough. I believe 2 or 3 extra people managed to break through back to our side because of you 4. Don't be too hard on yourselves.
Always good to hear.
Thedrin. Lord, can I go? No. I forbid it. What? I forbid you going. We already have a plan in place. Give it time, kid. Yes, Lord. Thedrin drops his head and remains quiet. Now, you did very well, and like I said, there are currently meetings taking place with the king. We're seeing what we can do for Madoc, but don't you let yourselves be too. Don't rip yourselves apart too much. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, my lord.
Good. Get some rest. We'll see what happens in the morning. He makes his way out of the tent, leaving the 4 of you behind. Now, who got a critical success? Let me go through my thing. I'm pretty sure... Did someone get a critical success during the battle?
I don't remember.
One of the enemy knights fumbled against Serena, I think.
Oh, that sounds about right. Alright. Because of this battle, can everyone please tick me your sword, your charge? Can you also pick... can you also tick your valorous as well? And your awareness, please. Because you fought and survived each of the 5 rounds of the fight, of the battle, you will get a combined total of... 60. Wait, no. 30, 60, 12, 15, 18? No, that doesn't sound right. What am I doing? 3 times 5 is 15, so you get 150 glory from the Battle of Mikrid Creek.
That doesn't quite sound right.
Let me double check it. Nope, 150.
Wow.
30 glory per round. However, no one has won the field, unfortunately. You are currently in a stalemate.
150, yeah.
That was Battle of what river?
Meercrid Creek. It is on the top of the scene.
In a nice font.
Thank you.
Okay, hopefully I did that right.
So, you have a moment to rest and talk.
Yeah. Now, how many of them did they their own did they throw away in that battle?
Pardon?
I just how they were throwing so many into us to try and push us back.
Yeah.
They definitely had a goal in mind. Most like
Yeah.
it seems more like wasn't so much like they were. It doesn't really feel like they were trying to win this battle rather than to achieve an objective.
Well, if their objective was to try and abduct both the well, either abduct or kill the king and abduct Madoc, they've partially succeeded there.
Yes, you're right. You do look over the field and you see there is a lot more Saxon bodies than there are British bodies. However, nonetheless, you are still quite at a stalemate. There is neither one of you have won the battle. Also, can everyone who got injured give yourselves 3 hit points, please? You are also, for the next couple of months, assigned. You are assigned light activity until you are healed at least somewhat more. That is especially the same for you, Serena. As you have taken the most blow, your stitches and your stitches do not need to be broken. So for the next couple of months, you will probably be set aside for rest.
So do I just take 3 points away from one of the wounds?
Yes.
I'm okay.
Surely I think I've done good there.
So, for the next couple of hours, you reside within the medical tent, at the sick tent, well, the injury tent. You see a couple of other Salisbury knights getting attention, but Lady Vivian tends to stay with Theodred more often than not. In the evening, orders have come through. Uther needs to withdraw from this area. His armies are to leave Sussex. So, tomorrow will be a day to pack down and to travel back to your lands. Word is that Uther traded the field for his son.
Oh. Okay.
Now, Where are we? So, King Uther's army will disband as it continues up. AL's Saxon army remains where it is. But while Uther's army was currently dealing with Eal, whatever how it says, King Aselwith has taken from Kent to Malden and has pillaged around this area. Around this area here. Leading to a lot of death and a no victory. The British have been enslaved by the hundreds by King Aselwith's army. It was a resounding defeat. The court is quite low. There is no joy in the Christmas court. Roderick doesn't even make his way to the King's Court. Instead, he stays at Sarum. At the Christmas feast, you are given new food. You are given new clothes. Ones that not just match your station as new knights, but are given highlights as well. You were given colours for your own. Dame Eleanor, what colours were you given? Along with Yes, what colours were you given to highlight your equipment?
I don't know.
What are the colours on your heraldry?
Oh. Blue, purple, and brown, I believe.
Yeah, you're given those colours to identify your kit, your horse, as well as some of the highlights on your fit. The majority of your shield is filled with that of Lord Roderick's, but in the corner, your own heraldry has been described. Can you describe your heraldry, please? As I put it up on the field. Your heraldry being that of the dog and of the acorn. This one here, as seen on the screen. That has been punctured or painted onto the right top hand side of your shield. Dame Serena, your colours.
Green and yellow.
Your shield has also, and your shield?
The coat of arms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you describe that for me? Because I do not seem to have it.
It is a boar on... Yeah, a boar on a green background with a yellow stripe cutting across diagonally behind it.
Nice. So Nigel.
So Nigel's equipment is dotted with the colors of blue and red. His coat of arms is basically a burnt oak on a red background with a blue jagged border.
Wonderful. Your coat of arms will be given to you a little bit later, but those are your coat of arms for the remainder of your knighthood. With that, and with no further ado, let us go into the winter phase, as that will be the end of year 445. A resounding loss for King Uther in Logres. Alright, 221, shall we? Alright. we're going to start off with your... We're not going to worry about personal events just yet. That's going to be a later thing. For now, we are going to go into your experience rolls. Now, each time that we've given ticks, you have to roll those ticks. Each skill that you've ticked. Now, did any of you have any traits ticked?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's roll those traits to begin with. Eleanor, what traits are you rolling?
Generous and valorous.
Wonderful. If you get a number higher than the number on your skill, you will succeed and increase those traits by 1. If you roll under, you will not increase those traits this year. So that was generous and... Oh, wait a second. I need to do something. Sorry.
Oh.
I need to activate winter phase. There we go.
Okay.
Do so again for me, please.
Generous. Valorous.
All right. You managed to increase your generous by 1 with a critical success.
Yeah.
But your valorous remains at 15.
Yeah.
Dame Serena.
The same, generous and valorous.
Roll away. That is a fail. And that is a success. You can increase your valorous by 1.
Yay.
So Nigel.
So Nigel's traits are modest and valorous.
Wonderful. Roll those for me, please.
That's a success on modest?
Yep.
NFL on valorous.
That's right. Good show. Good job. Now, we will then go into your skills, please. So, you have a bunch of skills that need to be rolled. I'm not going to go through and see what skills you need. Please roll me your skills, your tick skills, and tell me if you get any successes. Go for it.
Oh, right on for awareness.
That's a successful awareness.
Wonderful. Increase it by
Successful
1.
awareness.
Wonderful. Increase those skills by 1 if you succeed. Remember, we're looking for numbers above the skill this time.
Yeah, I rolled a
Meets
20.
And above.
Perfect.
Meets and
Okay.
above.
Meets it, beats it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a foul for courtesy.
Fail for courtesy.
Success for courtesy.
I believe that's a success for recognized.
Yep.
Success for gambling.
Wonderful.
Gaming.
That's what I like to hear. Getting better at gambling.
Nope, for charge.
Successful charge.
Perfect.
Fail for
Success for
horsemanship.
charge.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
Fail.
How do I change the color of my dice because it's getting a little confusing?
You go to Dice Oh So Nice. But we'll do that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Just watch
no
the chat
successes.
log. Just watch the chat log. Make sure it's your name that's there.
No success for spear.
Successful spear.
Perfect.
I really needed one.
Well,
And success for sword.
Wonderful. Let me know when
job,
you finished
guys.
all your skills, guys.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
done.
successful sword!
Wonderful.
That puts me in 16!
Nice. Now, as you are as you are, do we have any passions to increase?
Yes.
Honor.
I have 2.
Okay, roll your passions. See if they increase by 1.
Oh, success
nope.
and family.
Nice. Each success gives you another 1 passions.
Sorry, just
Or success
like I said, I
and
got
honor.
confusing. This one's for honor. I foul homage, and that's a foul on honor.
That's alright. Alright, have we all ticked? Have we done all the traits?
Is
Right.
so.
Yes.
Make sure you untick all the things that have been ticked already. Now, are there anything else? Nope. Wonderful. Alright. Does everyone have a squire?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot one.
That's right. Roll it.
I am so sorry. It was on the opposite side.
That's right.
Well, I was about to say, did you misplace your
Success for recklessness.
Wonderful. Increase your recklessness by 1 and then decrease your other side by 1.
Yeah. I was about to
Oh.
say, did you misplace your squire?
No. But
That
at the
works.
end of this year, each one of you are given a squire. Now, if I've given you a name, squire, you can keep that name. If not, just make up a name of
I
your
only
own.
have.
They are
I only have
14
my
years
horse.
old.
Oh. Okay.
It is your
Just need to add
responsibility
one.
to teach them how to be knights. They, most importantly, will be able to assist you when you need them. So instead of doing an action to attack or do something, you can instead use an action to call your squire. But more information about that can be done later. Now, economic circumstances. You are all household knights in the service of Lord Roderick. You do not get any money, but your horses and your equipment get replaced for you for free.
So I'm
Uh,
given a new spear.
Sorry?
So I'm given a new spear.
Yeah, pretty much. You're given a new spear. Everyone
Still
increases
have no
your...
money.
Sorry?
And still have no money.
Yeah, you don't need money. You're household knights. Everything gets provided for you.
Yep.
Everyone increases their age by 1.
Yes, which you.
You can also increase your healing to full, as you have spent the rest of the year resting. Now, this is where things get interesting. Your Lord Roderick has told you all to prepare for war, so any training that you're going to do must be that for warfare, if you wish to do so. So please.
So
How
what's the
the heck do I
training again?
remove my wounds?
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So, this year, you can select any one of the following. You can increase a personality trait. You can change, add, or subtract a passion. You can change a characteristic. You can train up a skill to 15 with 6 points. You can train skills up to 15, or you can train a skill up to 20 if one is already up past 15.
I thought the ones that were 50 or below was 5 points.
6.
Has that increased up from last year?
No. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So, we'll do this in order, shall we? Eleanor, would you like to increase or change a personality trait? Change a passion? Change a characteristic? Or train up some skills?
I would like to boost sword up to 15.
Wonderful. You get 6 points to distribute all your skills to try to get them up to 15.
Yeah.
Please do so.
What do we put that under? Winter as well? Yeah.
Yes, winter. All right.
So 5 into that, and then 1 to go somewhere else.
Yes. Serena, what would you like to do?
Think awareness.
How much does it cost to change a a characteristic?
Nothing. You will add 1 point to a trait.
Okay. I've got at a later date. Next winter, maybe.
Okay.
She'll bring her sword up to 15.
Alright, so you're going to train some skills. So you get 6 points to add anywhere to bring skills up to 15.
Yep. So sword up to 15, which is 1 point.
Yep.
Ooh.
She's got to bring up her spear to 10 for 3 points.
Yep.
And bring up her charge to 15 with 2 points.
Perfect. Nigel.
Nigel's also going to be doing skills below 15.
Perfect. You get 6 points to play around with.
Well, my sword is already 16, so I don't need any points there.
You are not allowed to do so.
I know that.
But the audience might not know that. So, I'm all rating.
Yep. Sorry. So I'm saying there's not that I can't do sword at O with this setup. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 3 points into spear. What?
Yep.
That. Damn it. They're doing quite well. I'm putting 3 points in the spear, bringing up to 12.
Yep.
And there. I guess I'm going to put the other 3 into charge.
Easy done. All right. Now, you get to do your glory for the year. So you add your glory, put it all in the same pot, and add it together. Does anyone have a combined glory total of over 1,000? Over 1,000!
We all do.
No.
Yep.
No? What?
We all do. Because we're all
being
90
knighted.
was 1,000.
Yes, you are all 90.
Oh, I don't have that in my thing.
Oh, you should do that.
Yes. Put that in.
Yep.
So-
I gained a total of 1,250.
Perfect. Now, with your 1,000 points of glory, you can raise any statistic by 1 point. Or, you can lower the value of a passion by 1 point. Wait a second. Let me quickly check your family trees, guys. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Serena, you
Yep.
can also choose to guarantee an heir is conceived healthily. But just you, Serena.
Yep. She's going to increase a stat.
You're going to increase the stat. Okay, easy. You increase the stat by any one. Nigel? Eleanor?
Yeah, I think I'm going to use that point to increase my size by 1.
Perfect.
What does sword use a specific thing or?
You probably want strength or dex to be increased.
Okay, I'll do dex.
Okay. So you increase your dex
so
by 1.
Which
Now
I
here
can't
comes
do.
the fun part, the family part, because we are all.
How do I increase my size?
Yeah, it doesn't have an option for us to alter.
It should be
things.
in the winter phase for you guys to do so.
No, all the spots are the numbers in the winter spot are black, meaning we can't edit it.
Oh well, then just can you increase? Can you do this actual thing? Like, can you just change the
No.
winter thing?
No.
Is
can't
like
do
the winter
it.
zeros 0?
All the zeros are black, so we can't
Oh,
edit them.
is the lockbox locked or unlocked?
Unlocked.
Unlocked.
Oh, okay. Okay, Serena,
Wait, hold on,
what did you want to
hold on.
increase?
I'll increase. I might actually increase con.
Con, done.
Ooh.
Increase that by 1. Perfect.
Very nice.
Okay, I found it.
You got it, Nigel?
Yeah,
Alright.
I found.
Eleanor, what were you increasing?
Dex, please.
Dex. Dex by 1. Perfect. Nice. Done.
Wait, what happened to my dex? Did it just go down for some reason? Because my dex was. What just happened?
Your Dex is 16.
But why is it showing 15 on my screen?
I don't know. Oh, wait. You put a -1 at your Dex, just instead of a 1.
I don't.
That's fine. Easy fix.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go. There you go. Done. Alright.
No, you put it one higher than it should be now.
Oh, okay. There you go. Done.
There we go.
Alright. Make sure you spend your 1,000 glory. Alright. My favorite part, my friends. We are going to do family stuff. Now, Serena, you're currently engaged in a rather interesting relationship with an individual by the name of Cole, right? Can you please roll me a d20? Do you want highs or lows?
Overall, I'll go high.
Okay.
Rolling. That's a 7.
You're fine. Unless you wanted a child.
Serena wanted a child.
Ooh.
It would take
I'll make
you
a
out.
random since it was didn't go low. It went low on the dice. She didn't.
Okay.
No child.
All
at
right.
the moment.
Easy done. Not a problem. Now, no one else is in a relationship that I'm aware of?
No.
Nope.
Okay. That means we will then go to family events.
Woo.
We're going to start off with you, Eleanor.
Oh no.
We're going to start off with you. What happens to your family during the winter phase?
Oh.
Okay. A sibling has a rivalry with you.
Oh no.
I will let you determine what that rivalry shall look like. Not at the moment.
Oh.
A little bit later, okay?
Okay.
I'll let you
Oh,
cook
no.
on that, yeah?
Yeah.
Nigel, your family has a marriage proposal, either to you or one of your siblings. Actually, let me take a quick look at your family tree. Oh, yes. Either yourself or Jane could be given a marriage proposal, or either. Either yourself or Jane can be given a marriage proposal.
Uh-huh.
I will let you sit on that and think on that, yeah?
Yep.
And last but not least, Serena. Ready?
Yep.
Serena. Because of your deeds because of your heroic deeds during the battle, I will give you a +1 to your family.
Yep.
And your family has decided to hold a magnificent feast, giving you an additional 50 points of glory.
Yay! And there was much rejoicing.
And there was much rejoicing indeed within your household.
Was the sibling in the forest found?
That is an excellent question for another time, my friends. Now, with that out of the way, because one of our players will have to be going in like 30 seconds, we'll do a quick round table, starting with Eleanor. How'd you go for tonight? Any fun parts?
I successfully killed a Saxon, so that's fun.
That's very fun. Great job.
And I stopped Theodred from making a not so great decision.
No, exactly right. Alright, you are welcome to head off whenever you're ready. Thank you for playing tonight.
Bye.
Now, for the last 30 minutes, we're going to look back near the end of the year. We're going to look back during the winter phase. During the time that your feast is being prepared, Dame Serena. I would believe you would have invited Sir Theodred and Sir Nigel to join you for such a feast?
Yep.
Yep. Now, this is a great opportunity for you to attempt to find your missing brother in the woods.
Yep.
So, we're going to gather at your hometown, at your castle or manor, which is called...
I believe it was Hazelwood.
Hazelwood. Beautiful. So we gather at the Hazelwood Manor. Theodred has been talking with the two of you. He's seeming to really like the Lady Vivienne. He's saying how he's hoping to spend more time with her during the period, during the year. However, you have something to tell them, don't you, Dame Serena?
Yep.
The scene is yours.
So, how's that feast? Enjoy it?
Theodred pats his very big stomach. What was that final dish you were serving? That one that went whoom 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 whoom.
Yes. Something Cole had came across on his travels. I believe he called it jelly.
Jelly? Oh, well, I enjoyed a lot of that. I probably ate 4 bowls of that.
I think we're in the wrong millennium.
Shh, it's okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That's what came off the top of my head by description.
No, it's fine. Jelly exists now. Now, those at Chaosium tells us every single time our Pendragon may differ. And in our Pendragon, jelly is a thing, introduced by the merchant Cole. But that's not the reason why you invited us here, is it, Serena?
No, I was hoping to make a request. Would you be willing to help me try and track down my brother Robin?
Robin?
Yeah.
Why? What's happened?
He's been missing for a while.
How long has
last
he been
winter.
missing for?
Yeah, he went missing in the woods last winter.
So he's been in the woods all
For about a
winter.
year.
All year.
Yeah.
That's a long time, Serena.
Yeah, no. I'm aware. I just have a feeling that he's somewhere in those woods.
Well, if you need to help look for him, I'm your man. I'll search those woods with you.
Yeah, thank you.
You can count as me as well.
Yeah, thank you.
So, with that, the three of you gear up. Now, unfortunately, the woods are a bit too tangled up for your horses, so you decide to leave them at home. Instead, you will delve into the depths of the Hazelwood Woods. Now, the Hazelwood Woods aren't as clogged up as those near Haybrook. They're actually quite... when I think of these woods, I think more of Winnie the Pooh, the 100-Acre Woods, rather than the Grimms, dark Grimm Brothers Grimm woods, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's more of a light, kind of sunshiny sort of woods with a beautiful creek running through it. You believed it completely... your family has believed it completely threatless. That's why you've spent your whole childhood growing up in these woods. You've spent the time hunting, you've spent the time exploring, climbing trees, climbing ravines, well, not ravines, like little creek beds, that sort of thing. Fishing in the creek, hunting the elk and deer that's in these woods. You'd believed it quite safe.
Yeah.
But regardless, it is an area you know really well. So, Theodred expects you to take the lead. Nigel, what about yourself? So, Nigel.
Yeah. So Nigel would assume that Selena would know better, but as he's following along, he's also trying to see if he notices any tracks.
Very good. As you're looking around, can the two of you please roll me a awareness check, please, as you begin to look for tracks?
Yep.
I believe that's a success.
Yep.
And fail for Serena.
Okay. As you're looking around for tracks, you do come across rather unusual tracks, so Nigel. Now, I'd assume you've gone hunting before, yes?
Yeah, so Nigel is like not the best, but he's decent at hunting.
These tracks do not belong to an elk you recognize, or any other creature. It is a hoof. Well, what looks like a hoof, but there's a third shape inside of it. So it's like the two hooves, right? But it looks like there's a third one coming out the middle as well. So let me see if I can draw it. So a hoof, right? Kind of like a... So that's my drawing of a hoof, right? Except they're probably closer together, right? This one has what appears to be a third one in the center. So that's kind of what the tracks look like. Look at the drawing. Isn't that a great drawing of a hoof, my friends?
Perfection.
Whatever the case, it looks unusual.
Yeah, my folklore is terrible.
That's okay. Maybe you can point it out to Serena as well?
Yeah, I point the tracks out to the others.
Serena, can you roll me a recognize check?
Yep. With
a +5 bonus.
Didn't need it. That was a critical success on
okay. With a critical success, you know these woods like the back of your hand. You know every sort of creature that prowls in this location. This thing you don't recognize.
Yeah.
You have never seen this track in this forest before.
Yeah. I know pretty much everything that roams these woods. I've never seen anything that leaves a track like this in these woods before. This is new.
That's very troubling, Theodore says after a moment's silence. You take the lead, Serena. What do you want to do?
Well, perhaps following these tracks might lead to something.
Best, it's the closest we have to a lead. It's the closest we have to a lead.
Nigel, how fresh would you say they are?
Am I rolling a check or I'm just describing it?
A hunting check, please.
That's a success.
It looks like maybe a day or two old.
These are pretty fresh. I'm not sure if it's related to you. It's not related to your brother, but with how fresh it is, it should be relatively easy to follow.
Well, it's really the first clue I've had in a while of these tracks to anything.
So you follow them?
Yeah.
Alright. Following the tracks, it takes you a windy path. Up ahead, you see clearing with what appears to be a small shack put together with bits of timber and fabric. This is your childhood cubby house, Serena.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first place your family checked after your brother went missing. And the tracks seem to be around this location, as if it was circling it. And there's quite a lot of them as well. You're not sure if it's the same track, the same creature, or if there are multiples of these creatures running around. Nigel, they differ in age from the oldest is probably perhaps a week. The youngest, maybe a few hours.
Should we perhaps prepare a trap for it?
Well, if it seems to come back here on a regular basis, perhaps we could wait it out in the cubby house.
It's been a
See
while.
if it makes an appearance.
I'm guessing it's been a while since you've been in there. Do you think it will hold all of our weight?
Oh, sorry. The cubby house isn't in the trees, it's on the ground. It's a ground cubby house, sorry.
Ah, okay.
But yes, it does look quite old. Very old.
Yeah.
So what do you wish to do?
Serena's going to go inside and just look around it a bit on the inside.
You look around the inside, and you see something unusual. Something that doesn't seem right. There's an altar in here.
Does this seem like a part of Serena's religion?
Yes, in fact, you do see bits of crow feathers and tufts of fur on a wooden chalice. Drawings have been painted on this small, simple wooden shrine in what appears to be berry paste. What's unusual about it is that you didn't put one in here.
No.
If you wanted to roll me a religion check, you might be able to recognize what this is about.
Sure, do a religion check. Nope.
Then you don't know, I'm afraid.
I'm pretty sure it's the wrong religion for me.
Yeah, it's pretty much the wrong religion. What do you wish to do?
You said the oldest tracks are the newest tracks are the only a few hours old.
Correct.
So this thing seems to come back here on a fairly regular basis.
Indeed, that's why I suggested laying a trap.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a harmful one. Just something to hold it in place.
Yeah. And last time I was here, this altar wasn't inside here, so perhaps this thing comes inside the cubby house. Or something attached to this thing comes inside the cubby house.
That's probably a fair assessment.
Hmm.
So what do you wish to do?
Well, perhaps we could wait inside the cubby house and jump whatever comes inside the cubby house.
So you're going with Sir Nigel's plan?
Yeah, sort of. This would be more wait till they come inside the cubby house and then close the door behind them to invite them to stay.
Theodred nods his head as you discuss the plan. But I also think setting up some traps to stop them from running away might be an option as well. So Nigel, do you think you can handle it?
I've set a few traps in the past. Not quite good as my dad, but I'm all right.
He nods and pats you on the shoulder. I have complete faith in you as well. Alright. You spend the next hour setting up. You create a series of traps. Can I get a hunting check, please, Nigel?
Yep. That's a fail.
Okay, that's alright. Your traps are quite lackluster. You don't find enough material to take away, and you didn't want to take away anything from the cubby house because that is where you're going to approach your sneak attack. Whilst inside the cubby, you prepare yourselves and wait.
I'm guessing while I was doing this, I looked for something to jam the door.
Not needed, because you'll be coming out from the cubby house or waiting for the creature to come inside the cubby house.
Okay.
Either case, you probably don't want to jam the door, my friend.
Yep.
Is that right? Is that right, Serena?
Yeah, the plan is wait for whoever it seems to come inside the cubby house to come in, and then we just invite it to stay and chat for a while.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you have created a couple of holes that have been strategically placed so you can peer outside of the house to see what you're dealing with as well. That's what you are doing, Serena.
Yep.
Theodred, on the other hand, he was just kind of sitting off in the house, in the cubby, waiting for everything to happen. Now, you wait there for a couple of hours. It begins to get dark. A full moon crests the hill, bringing light, bring beams of light into the wood. There are shadows, mind you, but as the moon is full, you can see relatively okay. I want the both of you to roll me awareness checks, please.
That's a success.
Perfect. That's
That's
okay.
a fail.
That's alright. Before you can see something, you hear the sound of clopping feet, or clopping hoofs, upon the hard-packed ground. Coming into the light is a bipedal creature. Its bottom legs resemble that of a goat, its top half that of a man, with curly brown hair, small horns peeking out from its crown. kind of like a goatee beard. Hand in hand with your brother, Serena. Your brother looks exactly like the last time you saw him. It doesn't look like he's aged at all. They're both smiling, and they're both talking, though you can't quite manage to hear what they're saying. What do you wish to do as they start to approach the cabin?
Serena's going to give a hand gesture to sort of let the other two know to get ready.
Yep. Nigel?
I guess Nigel is standing next to the area that the door will open, so he will remain out of sight.
Yes, Theodred finds a nice little cubby behind a piece of fabric. He's already unsheathed a knife in preparation. He waits for your call, Serena.
Yeah. Serena's going to just way off to the side of the shadows and just wait for whatever her brother and whatever is with her him to come on inside.
That would work. But unfortunately, they don't actually come inside. Can we play that game again, please? Please, Tomlinson? Yeah, alright. Here. The creature pulls out what appears to be a leather ball and passes it to your brother. What was his name, Serena?
Robin.
Robin. He passes it to Robin. Alright, Robin. Remember, the creature waves his hand. An apple appears. Ready? Robin nods. Alright. The creature throws the apple up into the air. Robin takes careful aim of the ball. Throws. And as he throws, it hits the apple square in its center. And the apple explodes in a series of juicy goodness, showering the creature and Robin in apple juice. Robin laughs as well as the creature. You're getting so much better at that, young one. Thanks, Tomlinson. Another? Yeah, another. The creature smiles again, producing another apple.
So it doesn't look like they're going to come inside.
No, it does not.
Okay, then Serene's going to just adapt the plan, and she's going to quietly duck out the door whilst they're distracted.
Oh, I'm going to need a stealth check from you, please, Serena.
Closest thing would be hunting.
A hunting I'll allow.
Nope.
As you step out, your foot immediately hits a twig. Both of them freeze and look to you. The creature runs off into the forest. Serena? Serena! Robin rushes up to you with the biggest smile on his face.
What if you, Robin goes in and just gives Robin a hug? Where have you been?
Oh, I was playing with my friend Tomlinson. Where'd he go? The woods are dark. Quiet. Well, not dark, but the full moon's still providing a lot of light. But it's quiet. The only sound you can hear is the wind dancing amongst the treetops. Huh. That's weird. Anyway, we're all ready. Is it dinner time, sis? What are you doing here? I thought you were still training up in Sarum.
I was. How much time do you think has passed?
Well, it's only been a night since I was gone, hasn't it?
I completed my training.
Oh, you did? Congratulations! I didn't know it was so quick. I mean, I mean, father and mother were expecting it to be soon, but I didn't expect it to be overnight. You must be really good at what you do, sis. He gives you another toothy grin.
Yeah. I'd like you to meet a few of my fellow knights. Serena's going to. She's going to try and, at least for now, downplay it a little bit so that he doesn't get too worried and brings him inside the cubby house.
Okay. Seeing that the danger is over, Theodred tries to hide his knife behind his back. Nigel?
Nigel before they actually walk in, Nigel does move away from his position so he's more so visible so he doesn't spook Robin.
Easy. Oh, you're having a sleepover in the woods too, are you? He says.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to rain tonight. It's probably not going to rain for another 2 nights, in fact, so you picked the perfect time, just before winter hits, hey?
Yeah.
Well, I'm hungry. Did you bring something to eat? It feels like forever since I've eaten.
Yeah, sure. Serena's going to... She'd probably pack some provisions.
Wonderful. With that, you have successfully found your brother within the forest. However, it seems he has some missing time and maybe a strange ability or two. As is he is right, it did not rain for 2 nights.
Yep.
Which is very unusual in this part of the world. And with that, as you bring your brother back home to the joyous cries of your family, we should finish the game tonight. Can both of you, for preparation for next year, tick hunting?
Yep.
And make sure you add on Robin's character the strange ability he has. He has not aged since he has entered the thing.
Yep.
And he can able to predict the weather within 2 days.
Yep.
He will also get an automatic bonus to his hunting checks, if you so happen to play him at one point.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And with that, we shall end tonight's game. How are you guys going tonight?
Good.
Okay.
Okay, well that's good. Let's do a round table. We're going to start off with you, Serena. How did you go for tonight?
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yep. Any favourite parts?
I just have to probably say the interactions and also that a family reunion.
Yeah, I would have liked to give it a bit more time, but we are running out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you managed to find your brother after a whole year.
Yeah.
How'd you go for tonight, Nigel? Caddison?
I think I did it right.
I think you did alright too. It is very hard to play a system that you're not familiar with in a setting you're not familiar with, you know? It's really it's a really difficult thing, and you're doing really well so far. I think you're doing well so far.
Yes, I guess my favorite part was just Nigel makes a big deal of actually using his dominant hand and immediately starts fouling hard.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
actually wants to move his dominant hand and immediately fumbles and knocks himself off the horse.
Well, sometimes it just happens that way, I'm afraid, my friend.
Yeah.
The dice do what the dice do.
Yeah.
I had a lot of cool moments tonight. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys joined me for this game too. Was he away with the fairies? Well, for those who wish to know, the creature that he made friends with is in fact a satyr, which is a type of fairy-like creature usually associated with Greek myths and legends. A satyr is also commonly found. Well, this one was inspired by the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah. I was going ahead. This thing's name's going to be Thomas, isn't it?
Close. Tomlinson.
Like, as soon as I saw the hoof, I was thinking, this is gonna be a reference to Narnia, isn't it? As soon as I saw the hoof, I was going like, I get the strange feeling that this is. Like, as soon as I heard it, I was getting the strange suspicion Narnia was gonna be involved.
Well, I add a lot of Lord of the Rings references. I did add one Lord of the Rings reference during tonight's game. You're gonna have to tell me where it is. But I figured I don't do a lot of Chronicles of Narnia references, and I thought this would be a good pick. Also, hello Ticking Time Bob Gaming, welcome. Can we get a shout out for them as well? They're doing a bunch of cool Pendragon-y stuff on their YouTube channel as well as Twitch. So can we get a shout out for Ticking Time Bob Gaming as well, please? Thank you, my friends. Yes, I really liked what you guys did today, and you learned a very important lesson during the battle. Sometimes it is best to leave, because battle in Pendragon can be very, very deadly very quickly. So yes, thank you so much for tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you, my lovely audience, had a lot of fun as well. That's okay, I'll get the shout out. Let me see if I can get that happening. If I go Control C. Is that going to work, my friend? No, that's not going to work. I know my own commands, I think. Is it this one? There we go, it's that one. Huzzah! I definitely know my own commands. I don't rely on others to tell me what my links are. At all. No. Alright, you were thinking about something to do with Celtic picked Christmas traditions? Yeah, that was also another avenue that I wanted to keep open just in case. But that can be a later problem for Serena and her family. Yeah? It gives me something extra to play in. And if you want to make a note on that as well, you can do so. You're fighting pirates, Ross. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing from that as well. Let's do all the self-promo stuff, yeah, guys? For example, hey everyone, I'm Matt, also known as AllThingsFantasy. You can catch me on a bunch of different places. The easiest place to find me is at the Discord, where you can keep up to date with all things Fantasy. The next time I'm live, what day is it today? Sunday. You can probably catch me live, Space Pirates. No Man's Sky, right, Russ? Yeah, right. You can probably catch me live next time on the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, where we are playing 7 Dooms of Sandpoint. That is at 11 AM Australian Eastern Time. Then, at 8 PM Australian Eastern Time, you can find me here on the All Things Fantasy channel, where we play the prequel to 7 Dooms of Sandpoint as we play Rise of the Rune Lords. I'm, of course, joined by Sandpiper here, that way, as well as a couple of other people in chat, such as Rome of Russ, Jasmine, Gajavi, just a bunch of really cool people. Nightingale. Find us there on Friday afternoon / evening. Next, then you could probably catch me again on Sunday, 2 hours from now, as we play this game, as well as on the Dead Aussie Game channel as we do Pray for Death, where I play Assassins of the Red Mantis Assassin Corps. So yes, make sure you head on over to the Dead Aussie Gamer. Make sure you head over to Laura Bones, who's in the chat as well. Hey, Laura. Make sure you head over to Realm of Russ as well. Make sure you head on over to Ticking Time Bob Gaming. Oh yes, and the shop. Make sure to head over to the Dungeons and Dragons and Dice shop, where you can keep scented candles, dice pouches, and dragons. Have I missed anything, my friends? Or have I got it all? I'm pretty sure I got it all. Alright. With that out of the way, we're going to go do some Dungeons and Dragons stuff. We're going to head on over to a friend of mine. Yes. We're going to head on over to Just Tyler B, who is currently playing Glimmering Hope, which I think is a custom campaign that they are working on, a homebrew campaign. So we're going to head on over there. As we head on over, what do we do, my friends?
We will release the evolved lizard known as birds.
That's right. If you have access to the Burb raid emotes, make sure you spam that in their chat. If not, any Burb emote will do. If you don't have any Burb emotes, make sure you just let them know to release the birds. And yes, we'll just spam their chat, shall we? It'll be a proper raid. Like a Saxon raid, but with Burbs instead of axes. Yes, exactly right. I'd like to give a massive thank you to everyone who is hanging out with us. It was great to see you all in chat. Some new faces, some familiar faces. Welcome, my friends. I hope you had a fantastic evening. I'd like to give a special thank you and shout out to Realm of Rust for the resubs, Nightingale for the resubs, and Laura Bones for the resubs. You guys are what helps keep the lights on. It allows us to keep doing the things here at All Things Fantasy. So thank you so much. Your stuff goes directly into these games, so for like art and for books and all that sort of cool stuff, as well as bills, because if I can't pay the bills, this isn't being run either. So thank you so much, and even if you were just hanging out in chat, thank you for hanging out with chat. With that, from everyone here at All Things Fantasy, from me to you, have fun, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.